Good afternoon. We're looking at the chart of Tesla daily chart, and tomorrow is 23rd, which will be the earnings of Tesla. So let's take a look at it. What can happen here tomorrow, and what is happening here in the last 2 weeks? Let's review the whole thing and prepare for the tomorrow's big day of earnings. If you're involved in this stock like I have been since January of this year, you might be wanted to know what kind of what levels Tesla should be holding here. So here's the chart here, and I've drawn these lines here. These are not my lines; these are lines that are formed by the stock, and I only recognize these lines along with other people technically. And this is a downward trend line that Tesla has been following since 488 that it achieved last December. And this is the bottom here that Tesla had on 47, and it has been bouncing up and hitting that upper band, and then bouncing down, then coming back up here on June 24th, hit that at 352, and then again it slid down, hit the bottom here 289, and so on to 333 today. Let's look at it 1 hour chart. It's much more clear what is happening here. These are the headings that drove this stock: the robotaxi, Trump drama, new party formation, which was in July 3rd when we came out here. Tesla really dived to 89, but recovered nicely, slowly, and today we're sitting at this breaking this trend line at 333. So if the earnings, there has been a lot of things about earnings, 40 cents shared EPS, and so on. The consensus keeps changing. It's like a moving goalpost. So we actually don't know what exactly is going to be the tomorrow, what the consensus would be, the analyst would be. But let's say if the buyers come in here and the earnings and the calls are good, which will which can propel the stock much higher from here. It has a move of about 20 points plus minus. So at 332, that will take us to 350 level, 352 level or higher. And if the earnings supposedly came bad or the reaction of the market is bad despite good earnings, it could move down to 310 so far. So right bottom here. So these are the fluctuation. Why we know about a plus minus 20, it is the at the money straddle that is being sold. At the money straddle is being sold for 20 plus minus, a put and a call, and that would gives you an idea of the move of this stock, which is a fairly a good way to, uh, just to estimate what the move would be. This is nothing is accurate here. It can move two standard deviations, so it could move one standard deviation. But the bottom line would be here, if we stop here at this trend line, then we can further go down to 295. So it is caught between those ideas. Now let's look at a 400 chart, 4 hour chart. This is the kind of a support that we have here at 280, 290, 95. And if it holds there, it will be fine. But if it breaks down into this thick congestion here, which we had in the past, in 3, 4 months ago, it can sustain and can go down up to 230. But if it flies from here and breaks out, I think the stock, what is looking like more likely, the stock is trying to go higher. You can see no matter what the headlines were, new party was formed and Tesla was this and that, and all the bad news that you're hearing about the data, and Tesla sales are down in Europe and California and so on. Despite those news, the stock is still taunting those naysayers and start moving higher and higher and higher. You can see that there are buyers for this stock than the sellers, and it has managed to carve its way up to here, but it is waiting for the catalyst. So tomorrow would be a catalyst, hopefully that will act, and we will know exactly where this is going to land. It isn't something science, but it is an art, and you really have to figure this out uh, subjectively to a certain extent. Um, the news, let me pull some news here, and this is the platform that we have news. Tesla quarter Q2 earnings preview. Will robotaxis and a wartime CEO Elon Musk deliver? Yeah, of course, we don't know what he will deliver. And Tesla's earnings are going to be wild. Here's why. Barron's has his own opinion on it. With Tesla's earning, don't forget about Bitcoin. Okay, we won't. I also invest in Bitcoin. And Google and Tesla are worth owing into earnings, says Intelligent Alpha Doug Clinton, sector update. So there are definitely a lot of news here. Without going into the news can drive the stock, and the technicals usually drive the stock. The market reaction between buyers and sellers does that. And with this event coming up, binary event, whatever you call it, would be a catalyst tomorrow for this sluggish stock. It has moved up sluggishly despite all those negative things that have been taken. Tesla, by the way, has opened up a new diner in West Hollywood, which is doing really well, and it timing of that couldn't be any better than this. The earnings are tomorrow. They opened yesterday, a day before, and they're going to talk about it in the earnings conference for sure. Elon Musk is definitely going to underline that. It is a robotic type environment where food is served by the robots, and Tesla owners go there, and they are big screen TVs. So let's keep the powder dry. I'm still invested into Tesla, and I have just gained some momentum in it, some stock, but it's not enough. And let's see what happens tomorrow in this thing. Let's take a look at the market as well. SPX, what environment that we're trading here. SPX is making newer highs, 63.36. Let's look at the daily chart, and it is flying very high, very bullish, strong. It has been above its 10-day moving, 9-day moving average since June 24th. So that is a very bullish, and it has recovered. It left its original highs were 61.48, now it's 63.36. And which is a clear gauge. Let's take a look at it. It's down into 1650, which is very good. There is no fear in the market right now. And NDX, which is Nasdaq. Let's take a look. Nasdaq is also making newer highs, 23,264. It is up here, and is still above its 9-day average since June 23rd. So those are things that are very important to know. uh, to Tesla in that environment is underperforming. Most of these stocks have been doing really well, and the S&P 500 and the market, and they're towering and they're at the peaks and highs. But Tesla has not moved, and it is like just waiting for some catalyst to come in. And if there is any reason that this will be coming here, the earnings would be good, or the market likes that earning or the conference call, this could definitely swing into 350 to 3 above levels. And that would be a clear buy signal for it because it has cleared all of this trend lines and the previous high of 368. If it clears, you're looking at higher in Tesla. So this is the news. But in the other hand, if it breaks down below 320, you could expect it to bounce here or have some support at 295. So that is all for today. If you like this content, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.